out there wondering why he got a sweatshirt on. Y'all know when your team 4-0, I gotta represent Florida State to the day I die. Yeah. We just wanted to do a quick follow-up last week, talking about the art of communication last episode. A few of y'all had a lot of comments. If we didn't get to your comments, we do apologize. We will get to them. As we work through this, we may miss them, but I promise you, your voice is not unheard on this show. We will get to them. We're going to answer them. We're going to follow up with you. We want you to interact with us. This week, I think we got something special for you. Like I say, we're going to talk about them topics that we talk about, but we don't like to talk about. So I'm going to turn it over to my girl. We're going to kick it off this week. Open the door. If you're ready to ride, come on in.
So this week we want to get into blended families, co-parenting, all that good stuff. A lot of us, as we get older, sometimes we have children. Those relationships don't work. So guess what? We find ourselves back out here in the dating pool. In the dating pool, we get with other people. Other people may have children. Now, guess what? We at the point of a blended family. How do we make it work? How do we make the kids feel loved? So one don't feel like, this one is greater than that one. How do we continue to communicate as a whole?
And you just hit on a point. I'm going to back up. I'm going to throw it in reverse for a minute.
Okay.
The dating pool. Why is everyone saying the dating pool got piss in it? we venture through social media throughout our work lives. And you always hear people say, or starting to say, the dating pool has piss in it, or the dating pool is watered down, or the dating pool just. So my thing is it the pool you swimming in, or you scared to dip your toe in the shallow end?
Okay.
Is it the shallow end, or do you want to go to the deep end? Or you scared to just get in the water, period?
Right.
And you basing that opinion off what others are saying. So talk to me. What you think about it? Come on. I know you got a lot of female friends. You got male friends. We both do. What you think? How they vibing out?
Or do you attract what you are?
Ooh, you starting early this week. Hey, that's a very, very, very solid point. What you just said.
Yeah.
You attract what you are. Talk about it.
I've been in relationships where it's like, dang, it's like you attracting the same type of person over and over again. And even though you're not the one making the mistakes to where the relationship is not lasting, you still kind of sit back and be like, man, am I setting my standards too low, too high? Or you know what I'm saying? Am I this person that's attracting this type of people? And then am I I'm attracting the wrong person based off of experiences we both done had. And when I say experiences we both done had, you can connect with people like, oh, your mom passed? Yep, mine did too. And now y'all done connecting just off of the base of that. But really, y'all ain't even meant to, even be together.
But it's funny what you just said. It actually goes back to last week, the art of communication.
Mm-hmm.
So you diving in, you saying this pool is watered down, this pool is flawed. But it could be what you're attracting. Like you said, that right there hits home, because how are you presenting yourself?
Mm-hmm.
What you get now, you got a lot of folks saying, don't date outside your tax bracket. Stay with that person, should be within your means.
Mm.
Now, the old saying for the males, find someone like your mama. Now, is that a good or a bad thing?
Right.
Now, you want, once again, those principles that your mother displayed, or whoever raised you displayed, your grandmother, whoever, your auntie, you want those principles.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't want somebody directly like your mother or your grandma, or your mama. You don't, because I think you lose the value because your mother is just that. Your grandma is just that. Your aunt is just that.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna nurture you. They're gonna give you the good. Yes, they're gonna give you the good, the bad, the ugly. They're gonna talk you and walk you through any situation through life.
Mm-hmm.
But do you really want a partner that's gonna be, you know, that motherly feel, that grandmotherly feel? Oh, it's gonna be okay, baby. Blah, blah. Do you really want that, or you want somebody just a little opposite?
Right.
Not gonna hold your feet to the fire. Don't get me wrong. Gonna hold your feet to the fire, but hold you accountable. Not saying your mother them did, but it's a different love when your mom, your grandma, your auntie give it to you. It's like, okay, they gonna press you along.
Right.
Uh-oh, y'all ready? We all 1 2 1 2. Miss
Okay.
Connor say opposite. Okay, well, talk to us about opposite. What
Right.
you, what you think about that?
Yeah, I would say opposite too, because you don't want that every aspect that a aunt, parent, mother, grandparent gave you is not always the way that you see life as you get older.
Mm-hmm.
So you want that opposite person that sometimes go against what you say, but it makes sense. It's not in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you say, holding your feet to the fire. They're not always saying you right, even though your parents, aunts didn't say that either. But it's just like a different, you know what I'm saying, a different feel in a relationship when it's giving you something new, something you haven't yet, you know what I'm saying, gained from, or should I say, from saying it correctly. So I agree with Jazz. I think it's the opposite for me.
Now we yes. As a male, yeah, I want to be able to cook, clean, do all that good stuff. But just you have to hold your partner accountable. Those motherly traits, they're wonderful. That lets you know you're grounded. But
Yeah.
that I think your partner, your significant other, male or female, need that little nudge sometime. That our parents, they're a little soft with, but hey, get the stuff together. And sometimes you just have to put it like that. Get your stuff together, be accountable, take
Mhm.
care of your house.
Yeah.
If it goes to that foundation building once again, that foundation, that art of communication is always going to come back up. Anytime you talk about relationships, you got to
Mhm.
build that foundation. If that foundation is not solid,
Yeah.
what you building on?
Exactly.
You're trying to build a roof before you have the structure in place. It's not going to work. Build
Exactly.
build the foundation first. Then y'all take those steps forward and,
Yeah.
and keep it going.
Yeah. And then once you get that mate, and like I say, because we're talking about bringing it back to blended families, co-parenting. And when you get that foundation and you building on it and you go into a relationship, and if you and your child and that significant other and they may have a child, now you got to come together and build and set realistic expectations. You got to have that. And like you said, communication is key. You got to parent together, not separately.
Now, hit $1 million question. We've heard it, we've seen it. When you join that dating pool, when are the kids introduced?
Yeah, that's always a good question. Because some
Is
people wait till, oh, let me make sure it's right. Let me make sure it's perfect before I bring my kids in.
Mhm,
It cannot be perfect 3 months, 6 months from now, but you still in
mhm,
there. I don't put a time limit on it. When I met my husband, I think my kids met him maybe 3 weeks into it. And here we
mhm.
are 13 years later, still together. Yeah.
So, speak on that. Speak on that. So, how did you say it was rather soon that he met your kids?
Mm-hmm. It was
What
rather.
what what vibe? What energy did he give off? Or at the same time, did he have kids?
Yep, he had kids as well. He has kids as well. So our relationship, we basically just, came together. We dated, all that good stuff. And it was just the vibe. Like I'm an energy person. I go off your energy. What you give is what I take. And so in that aspect, I didn't get a ill feeling for him. So I allowed him to meet my kids where they was able to form and build their own relationship with him as well. Tinker was 1.5 then. So just imagine he done had Tinker since she was that age on up until now. So it's just like it's no good time to say, oh, when you can meet him.
Gotcha. So we get different spectrums. When you get that party that you and that party didn't work out. Oh, I don't want such and such. You know how I don't. She ain't coming around my kids. Oh, he better not say nothing to my kids. So you get all that, and like I say, that's the conversation that folks don't like to talk about, but it has to be talked about.
It has to be. It has to be. It has
Because
understanding on everybody's part when it comes to a blended family, because sometimes you get those negative males or negative fathers or negative mothers that they still have those feelings, but the relationship is not there no more. So now look, we need to just co-parent and build off of that. Maybe we can become good friends because we wasn't good as partners, as lovers. So what I'm saying, you have to set boundaries with that outside parent and be like, look, you're not finna come at my new girl, my new guy. What I'm saying? I want y'all to get to sit down, maybe get to know each other, because your sense of your aspect may be different once you get to know a person. But everybody ain't like that. Some people are ignorant too, so you just never know what you just got to deal with a person as you see them.
And see, you hit on a point. As adults, you got to be able to come to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you didn't work, and that's totally fine. If we was married, it didn't work. We went our separate ways, got divorced. That's fine. If we was dating for whatever, however length of period, there's kids involved, we didn't work. That's fine. When those parties move on, those kids are still innocent.
Most definitely.
And don't use those kids as pawns. Well, I want your attention, so you ain't seeing your child today, or I'm finna get back at her. You ain't. No, I ain't doing this. Those children are creations from God. No matter how you want to look at it, they should be treated as such. The adult aspect is you have to be that adult, that man or that woman, understand that you and that person have moved on. Yep. Understand that there's probably going to be someone else involved in your child's life. It's not taking away your title as that mother. It's not taking away your title as that father. But understand along those lines, you have to be the adult. You have to step up to the plate and continue to be that mother or that father. And a lot of folks, well, there's going to be some distance. Well, I don't want this, that, and the third going on. You can't control what's not going on in your house.
Right.
You can only trust.
Yep.
That the best interest of that child is being given when that child is not in your presence.
Mm-hmm.
And like I say, we see it all the time, back and forth. The child, they're innocent. And I think we have to govern ourselves accordingly as adults when those situations arise, when those situations don't work out. And it's not all about being defensive.
Right.
Some people treat them children just like they're their own. And that's all you can hope for.
Yep, that's it. Hey, sis. Hey, Joy. Thank you for tuning in. Thank all of y'all for tuning in. Y'all could be doing anything else, but y'all chose to be with us today. For those watching now, for those who that will be watching later, thank y'all. Come on, join in. Drop a comment. Ask questions.
We need that interaction. Like I say, we not subject, like we said last episode. We're not subject matter experts. We're life experts.
Yeah.
Hey, I think life done traveled us down the easy road, the bumpy road, the hard road. So, and we're still traveling down that road. We got Miss Johnson tuned in and say, hey, we see you. So, speaking of that.
Hey, sis.
They tuned in. So, speaking of that, I'm gonna open up this door. Okay. And I know a lot of folks. This door been tricky for a long time. Child support.
Okay, where we going with it?
Woo, let's talk about it.
Child support. Now
All right. Let me
give
sit
a
up.
little.
Let me sit up and arch my back a little bit with this one.
Okay, let me sit up and get a definition. I pulled it up because I wanted to start with that.
All right, I tell you what, go ahead before I dig deep and open this door.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give me the definition of child support. For
All right.
those who don't know, give me the definition.
Child support. To the sum that the non-custodial parent must pay to the custodian. This sum serves as a parental contribution for the child's basic living expenses, such as shelter, health care, and education. Let's talk about.
Hey, okay, Miss Rochelle, we getting ready. We getting ready. Hey, we getting ready. Hey, Keisha, we see you. We getting ready to open that door. I told y'all when this door open.
Let's talk about it, because
Rip
some may disagree with that definition I just read right there. Some gonna disagree with it.
Child support, by definition, run that one more time, just so we clear. One more, give them that definition one more time.
Child support refers to the sum that the non-custodial parent must pay to the custodian. These sums serves as a parental contribution for the child's basic living expenses, such as food, clothing, shelter, health care, and education.
You know, I'm finna knock on that door, as they say. I'm finna knock on it.
Okay.
Where in there does it say for the mama to go get her hair, nails, wig done? Well, come on now, talk to me. Look. We gonna if we gonna open it, we gonna talk about it.
Right, it's wide open.
I don't believe that was in that definition.
Mm-mm.
Now, I pay child support. I got a lot of partners over the years.
Okay.
What is the true meaning behind child? You just gave it. The non-custodial parent pays the custodial parent.
Mm-hmm. My son dad was good. Yes, he was. I
Hey,
got that one.
thumbs up to that.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people, male or female, because females pay child support to males. I know a few of those cases.
Mm-hmm.
The child support is for the child. Understanding that child lives up under your roof, but nowhere in those definitions does it say hair, nails, car payments, house payment, all that other stuff that we do is for the child. Now,
All right.
understanding utilities inside your home is for the child.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna Miss Connor say some men who pay child support don't have enough. Some men who pay child support don't have enough to pay enough.
Don't have to pay enough to support that child. That
Hey,
is true.
woo! Hey,
True.
Miss Connor, let me tell you this. I got a few partners that's up here on that scale. I got a few that's on that bottom scale. And it's really not a balanced system.
Mm-mm.
It varies state from state. It varies on the individual jobs.
Yeah.
A lot of people have said it should be a flat rate.
Yeah, and then you gotta think about it too. The system is taking their cut off top. If we want to add that in there too, for those parents who are on government assistance.
So is it fair for a person, if a person making 100,000, to pay the same as a person making 30,000? That's what a balance is. It's all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And like I say, you get some states that set up this what it is, this what it's not.
Yeah.
What Miss Thomas say? Some don't even get child support. I'm just saying, and some male and females take that for granted. They misuse that which it is for the child, and people don't see it's for the child. Hey,
That's true.
you just said a mouthful.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you got others that say, well, I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm gonna just do it myself.
Right.
My belief, if that person, if he or she contributed to making that child, he or she is responsible for that child.
And
It's
see,
no,
that was me. I had my kid's father, and I never put them on child support. I always felt like I knew who I was dealing with. So in knowing who I was dealing with, I know what they could and couldn't do. And then sometimes I felt like having valuable time was more important than forcing them to do something they should already want to do. So what they did, as long as my child was happy and accepting of that, then I was good. But if my kids would ever have received anything, me myself would have given it solely to the child. You know what I'm saying? Meaning I clothes, shoes, hair done, school supplies, that kind of stuff. I don't think I would have been the kind of person to be like, well, dang, I'm gonna use this to pay my rent. Let me use this to go pay a car note, because the kids, you providing the roof, providing transportation. I don't think I ever would have had to. I don't know. That was just me and my way of thinking.
all right, Miss Rochelle say that's me. I'm others. Never had it at 25. So, I guess that's 25 years.
Yep. Yep.
Now that's on that individual to take responsibility for that. 25 years. Hey, if you make a child, you know that's your responsibility. Now, as a male, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. Some females let these dudes walk sky free, and they shouldn't walk sky free.
Yeah.
If that's your child, that's your child, and like I say, we open these doors all the way up today.
Yeah,
And if you have any doubt that that's your child, well, I'm gonna go Medea. They got Dana. Dana will tell you if that's yours or not. That DNA ain't gonna lie.
Right. Would y'all say? Is it okay for the woman to ask for extra even though the man is paying child support? I think my opinion is, I would say in a certain sense, maybe i.e. Christmas, maybe something that's real like important, not just off the whim, like, he needs shoes or she needs shoes, or this and that. When you actually getting that money for that. Now, if it's something else that comes up, and go on help with it.
Okay. Now, like I say, we gonna keep this all the way 100.
Mm-hmm.
Anything my daughter call and asks for, she gets. I'm not one of those ones. Oh, how some of them. Oh, you need to call your mom and get that child support. No. If that child is calling, that child needs it. So I'm with you, Jazz. Yeah, yes, it's okay within the principle, within the realm. I'm gonna say because that's me. Yes.
Yeah.
Ms. Lyric done gave us a paragraph. All right, let's get down to it. There are those of us who would love to have a little help. Then when the state comes in and tells them to financially contribute, they're angry at you for it and still ain't doing their job as a parent.
Yeah. Hate to be forced. They hate to be forced and hate to have their head pulled to do something that they know they should be doing. So now the backlash is coming on you. It's coming back on you, but they don't realize you ain't hurting me. You hurting the child. The child needs to, we came together, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and here go this child. Now you only want to totally provide.
What they say, simple. If
But
you got a person that's being transparent, being openly communicating with you, that art of communication again.
Yeah.
Hey, I just need a little bit of help. As a male, we have to accept that. We have to understand that.
Yeah.
All right, we got Russell. What I dislike is when it's done child support out of spite, even though the father is taking care. Ooh.
Yes.
We walking through these doors. We coming through these doors tonight. Now. Yes. Hey. I 110% agree with everything within that statement.
Yes, if you a top tier father, you being supportive, you spending time. When that mother call and say, "Hey, my child need XYZ," and you there, or you doing it without even being asked, and then they go behind your back because for one, it probably still some feelings there, but you didn't move on. So now they trying to, oh, I know how to get to them. Bam, let me go run down here and do this. You you just then broke up the whole dynamics of a good thing that was going because you want to go down here and be evil and spiteful. But guess what? Don't no good come to those people like that because fast that they get that money, it's flying off their hand because they spending it the wrong way. It ain't even about the child at this point. Yep, ain't deleted. Yep, Hermes dad gave him more. Always, always. Mr. Faison, I said 100. Miss Lyric said I agree 100. You're exactly
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I say,
difference is there. It's gloves
hey,
off. Seem like.
hey, whatever happened, it happened.
Mm-hmm.
But don't do if that man or that woman is active in that child's life and they're producing, they're stepping up to the plate. Anytime you call, they're there. Leave that spiteful stuff alone.
Yeah.
Leave all that alone. And another thing, since we
And
got this door.
spiteful males too,
Yeah.
toward the females. They can make it hard too.
And since we got this door open, stop letting these failed relationships interfere with those children.
Mm-hmm.
If we said it once, we're gonna say it 1,000 times. If it didn't work between you and that individual, and there's a child there, let it be.
Exactly.
It
Watch your hand.
should. It happened. For that moment, you was there. For that moment, you enjoyed something. For that moment, however long it was something you liked in that moment.
Yeah. And see,
Let it
people
go.
gotta just every relationship don't it's not a lifetime. Sometimes it's just a season for you to jump in, get what you need, and go on about your life. You know what? I look at all my relationships as as a learned lesson. And some of them I done took stuff from. You know, I'm real observant now on this because this person showed. So you know what I'm saying? It's all that. It's all that.
What Miss Leary talking about, that using your child support to disrupt the other parent is just amen. Amen.
You're right. It's hurting.
Amen. And that's
Hurt.
why I say when we open this door, like I say, we open that door. When you open that door, like I say, we're gonna talk about it because we talk everybody talks about it. It's done happen to someone you know.
Mm-hmm.
Ms. Johnson say, should the court order the soon to be X to pay child support automatically, or should it be optional?
They actually now I've been divorced once, and so they actually make it automatically, which is crazy, and they set it amount, but it's up to you to enforce it. That's just my experience when I had my divorce done from my first marriage in Texas. They automatically put it in there with a certain amount, but it was up to me to enforce it. So I think it should be optional if that custodian parent wants that. Then I say go for it. Come on, we rolling. What Miss Lyric say? Stop bad mouthing your co-parent to these children or in front of. Take that one, bro. Take that one. That's a good one.
Ooh.
That's a good one, right
Boy,
there.
look at here. Miss Lyric, you're 100% once again, you spot on tonight. If the relationship didn't work, that's not really for that child to know. That's an adult conversation. You know why it didn't work. I know why it didn't work. And that's it.
Yeah.
Don't badmouth that child. And don't badmouth that parent in front of that child.
Because now you're going to just change the child's perspective of how they think about their parent. They like, hey, my parent, that really that bad? Or oh, I don't like him no more because mama said he XYZ. But thank y'all for tuning in with us. Like, share, continue to comment. We're going to keep this thing rolling.
Now we gonna shift gears a little bit, but we gonna stay in that same ballpark. Okay, hold on. Miss Thomas say every situation is different. I can only speak for mine. There are some males who step up and do their part, and there are those who just don't give a darn, and some who at one point the situation was. Hey, can't disagree with that. You're absolutely right.
You're exactly right. Right, and things change once a child is involved, and then people change and things go a different way. Lord, I want to say a lot, but I don't have enough time. Hopefully, this makes sense. That does make sense, because people will portray to you to be a somewhat, one way. Say if it's just y'all, no kids involved, it's just you and that person. Things are going excellent. Things are going good. They showing you everything they want you to see, or how they portray themselves to be to you. Then once a child becomes involved, they switch up on you. But the switch up is really how they really is. It's really them. They just remove that mask, that clown face. They just put that back on. You know what I'm saying? So they basically showing you, like, or they could be, some people be jealous of their own kid. Like, oh no, that child getting more time than me. Hold up. And now cutting the child off. Now they feeling some type of way, because at one point, hey, they was used to y'all being able to rock, being able to travel, spending time, spending money on each other. Now, bam, this third wheel that came in. So, yep, you making a whole lot of sense right there. And then what Mr. Russell say? I fell victim to that only because it was being done to me. Yep.
And see, we told y'all we opened this door.
Mm-hmm.
Stop putting kids on people that ain't theirs.
That too.
Now we got all this technology out here nowadays. Mm-hmm. You know who, what, when, and where you done been with. Stop putting kids on people that you know ain't the father.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You owe that to that child. It's not about you in that moment. It's about that child.
Yes.
That child should know who their father is.
Mm-hmm. And I know a female like that back in my hometown did that for years, because the person she was with at the time was a big D boy. So he knew he had bread. So, oh yeah, he the father. But the original father, knew he was the father. But that particular female didn't want to. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's real.
It's real. Him, he the dad. You know what I'm saying?
When them kids go to them hospitals, anything can happen. Need a blood transfusion? That ain't the time to find out. That child gets sick, needs some kind of bone marrow. That's not the time to find out. Be real with yourself. Be honest with yourself, and tell the person who it is, because you know. I'm not a female, but hey, I got plenty of females in my family. You know who you done slept with. And that what they say, a little calculator y'all use, y'all what they call it, a little ovulating calculator. Y'all know all that good stuff, y'all. Now what they got, you can pick up your iPhone and count your dates and all that. Y'all know. Stop doing that.
Facts. Lisa, you could take a test from home and mail it in. Yep, you sure can. You sure can.
Look, yep. we gonna. You're right, Miss. We gonna stop doing that. We got
that CVS. Don't get.
We got to get better.
Yes.
Now okay. And now there are some states that will let you sue over that. Hey,
I think that's good though, because that'll shut a lot of people down from playing those games, or put them in jail like they do the fathers. For real, put them in jail just like when they do these child abandonment warrants, because you don't want to pay child support, but then they get in there and spend all that time. You're not the father. Okay, well, lock sis up too, because sis didn't let me to believe it. I was this child father all the time. Got me on child abandonment, all that, and I ain't even the father. Take that.
Stop allowing new boyfriend/girlfriend to discipline when they haven't put any work in with the child.
Yeah. You right. Right.
Hey. I'm with you. Now we done heard this for many moons. Now, This is a double-edged sword here.
Mm-hmm.
You got some that say, that's my child. Don't lay a hand on my child. You got some that say, discipline my child, but call me before you discipline so I know the level of discipline that you're going to give my child. Now, you got some, we done seen it. We going to keep it real. Until they got disciplined to the ninth power and that other person ain't do nothing to them. Crying wolf. Uh-oh, Jazz say that's that one right here. Yes, ma'am. Yes, it is.
Yes, you have to set boundaries on that. Like, let me get to know you. Let me see what's your intentions, because you're not finna be slick abusing my, you know what I'm saying, my child, and you talk about, oh, XYZ. No, I gotta know your intentions good. I gotta know your characteristics. I gotta know your standards, your values before you ever be able to none help. We don't play that.
And men, if we really got that conversation level up and we on our grown man stuff, we could talk to that other person that may be in our kid's life.
Mm-hmm.
Two men supposed to be able to come to a table and have an agreement. Establish it up front.
Yeah.
It goes back to that art of communication. Understand that we got to have an understanding before we move forward.
Yeah, because you got to think about it. The child acting out. Could that child be acting out because that other parent is not in the household? You know, some kids be like, "No, I want my mama to be here. I want my daddy to be in the house, or I want my dad," because they may be missing something. So that could be a reason why they acting out. You never know. That's why, like you say, go back to the art of communication. Talk to these kids, because you never know what they feeling, and a lot of that stuff can be avoided or just wiped away altogether. Okay, because now that child has an understanding of what's going on. You know what? You know, me and daddy, we're not together no more. We, you know, it's in turn to a, you know, a separate household. You're gonna be able to go over there. Vice versa.
That
He,
respect factor.
yeah, respect factor. He or she may have, another lady in his life. I want you to be respectful towards, her. You got to kind of coach that child and give them a level of understanding. And once they have that, baby, everything will work smooth for real.
Oh yeah. So you know what? We gonna stay in the arena, but we gonna shift gears for just a little hot second. Same token,
Mm-hmm.
my people. And when I say my people, my people, my people, my people. Why are we scared of life insurance?
Oh, you didn't took it there.
I I need somebody help. Why we scared of life insurance? You was born, you was given a date. When you was born, we all have an expiration date.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Miss Lyric.
So I'm gonna pause right there for a second. I'm gonna give y'all some time to think about that. What Miss Lyric say?
Folks need to stop jumping into a relationship with people with children, especially people who are heavily involved in their children's lives. If you are not ready to become heavily, but that's true. But the adult have a choice to accept or deny that relationship. Only a person can only jump in if you allow them to jump in.
Head first, or they just
Yeah.
if you allow them to go there, you allowing them to come head first.
Mm-hmm. Yep. In that child's life as well. Yep. Because
Mm-hmm.
everybody, intentions ain't always good, because they, like I say, some is there to separate the child from the adult, because they want all that attention from that person. So that's what their focus be on, and so then it comes to them mistreating the child or whatever the sort. But yeah, that's true. You got you can't let that person jump in if you feel like they ain't right. That's why I say I go off of people energy and spirit, and I like to see where that head at.
Yep. But yeah, I'm gonna give y'all some time to think about that one. We still talking about child support, but we gonna talk about that life insurance. Why we scared of life insurance? We ain't gonna live forever. Accidents happen, life happen. Set your family up where they able to put you away and they have something, a cushion, to be able to take care of those bills you're gonna leave behind. But we run from it. We'll do everything under the sun. We'll buy this. We'll buy that. We'll go worry about the wrong stuff, but we won't buy no life insurance. Why? I need somebody to talk. Crystal, why you think that? I need somebody to talk to me.
Trying to live like the Joneses, I think.
But I bet the Joneses got life insurance.
Trying to keep up with everybody, so your focus is on Jordans. Your focus is on Gucci, Chanel. Your focus is on the nightclubs. Your focus is on everything else. That when everything becomes full circle and now you on your deathbed, it's too late because now
it's the hey, look.
Now it's GoFundMe's and taco dinners and car washes.
Girl, I'm gonna be honest. This is just me. I can't stand to see a GoFundMe page. Understand that the sometimes circumstances of life is different. It may warrant that. But you should get life insurance. What Ms. Leary say, black folks got a life insurance because they was taught that stuff old people need. You to know that age mentality, or you just save a little money under the mattress type. That stuff don't work.
No.
These funeral homes, these folks have a business. They want to know who, what, when, where. It should be just that simple. Hand that life insurance policy over. They take care of the rest. But we sit around and we do everything under the sun except covering ourselves. We insure our cars. Why we not insuring us?
Right.
And she say it's the lack of plain and simple education. The same, there is a lack of planning for your life as an adult financially. We're missing that conversation. Hey.
Oh, you sure right. You sure right, Tiff. And we will be addressing that on this platform. Credit, owning businesses, financial literacy.
We're gonna get in that. We're gonna get in that mental health too. Now we diving in them doors that we sit around and we talk about and we never act on.
Mr. Russell, you one of those people.
Hey. Globe, all I'm gonna say is Globe Life.
Yes.
Don't cost you that much. He said he over there laughing with the emoji. Hey, we having these conversations that, like I say, we sit and talk about them on the side that we never act on.
Right.
Take care of yourself. Make sure your kids straight. Leave your kids alone.
Oh, and then we gotta maybe too. I'll do my research on this too, so I can come back and give more information, because sometimes you have people who can't get life insurance. What we do about those? Like the people who have different health issues that people won't insure.
Wonderful. I'm glad you brought that up, because I was going to hit on it, but I'm glad you brought it up. I think in those situations there, you have to go in and start putting that money, like them old folks say, go ahead and put that little money in that kitty. Go ahead and start talking, talking with your family members. Or, like I say, nowadays, you can go ahead and pay for your stuff up front. Start making payment plans, because you can't get insured, but someone, a best friend, a spouse, a parent, a loved one, someone should know your wishes and which direction to go for those that can't get insured. You're absolutely right. There are folks that can't get insured.
Me and the missus was just talking about life insurance. Yeah, that's a good conversation to have. A lot of people think that's a tough conversation. I know for a while, me and my husband would be, kind of shy away from it. Like, you trying to put me in the grave, Aaron? No, this is something important to have in order in case something happens. I got to be able to say, or you got to be able to say, you know what? Here you go. She in the ground. Good. I ain't have to do X, Y, Z. Or like he said, do the payment plan for those who can't get life insurance. These funeral homes are allowing you to do, payment plans until you paid enough into whatever kind of funeral you want to have. Those are good conversations, because, and two, talk to the families. Because I buried my daddy 2 years ago, and of course he had a wife, and I was open to hearing everything she wanted to do or what she had, and she was, and thank God she was open to, shall I say, open to allowing us to have a voice in an opinion in the matter, because sometimes they don't allow the family to do that, the opposite family. So I think that's a good conversation too, because sometimes the family be, you done told your wife to do XYZ or your husband to do XYZ when it comes to putting you away, but your family want to have an input. What you saying? I gotta find a way to fit it.
Russell, trust me. You can it'll fit inside your budget.
Yeah,
It'll fit in there.
it
Okay,
will. And
okay,
see,
Miss Leary.
but you gotta know, you don't always have to do, what is it? It's term
You got term life and whole life.
and whole life. You don't have to get it sucked into that whole life. You can always just do term. Term is so much,
Mhm.
it's so much cheaper. Like I say, I'm gonna do my research and I'm
Oh
gonna come
yeah.
with good information about it.
Miss Lyric says one of those people is uninsurable. I have set up different types of nest eggs so that in the event of my untimely death, my children are situated and they're not looking around to go figure. Absolutely,
Nope.
absolutely. I, I, how they're going to take care of my funeral arrangement just because I'm ex-military doesn't mean the government is going to pay for what all goes into a funeral itself. They only pay for me. Absolutely,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. Like I say, we just please, Mr. Russ say please do. We just trying to drop that knowledge, drop that education. Like I say, these are conversations that me and Chris have had over the years, and understanding that, like I say, when life comes at us, like I said, that's what the topic, that's what the room is. When life talks, that's what this podcast is about, because
Yeah.
we sit around and we talk about everything under the sun. And when I say us, mainly talking about our people, we talk about everything from A to Z. But
Mm-hmm.
those key, those important, those intimate, those private moments, those things in our affairs in our lives that we need to take care of, we don't do. Simple thing, simple thing is going to the doctors. Most of us on a job is fully insured. Why are you fully insured and you haven't stepped foot in the clinic to get yourself checked out? When that check engine light come on in your car, what's the first thing you doing? Oh Lord, oh Jesus, man! If you like me, I don't want to see no lights.
Right.
And my granddad always told me that check engine light means something. Something ain't working right in that car. So when you feeling bad, you feeling, you know what I'm saying, you ain't feeling yourself, and you fully insured, or you can go into a clinic. They got Obamacare. They got it's so much that we don't do. We
Mm-hmm.
talk, we go left field, we go right field, but we never go center field, go straight ahead and say, you know what? Let me take care of me. Let me take these precautions. Let me put these, all it is preventive maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
Your life is preventive maintenance. Life insurance, going to the doctors, checking on yourself, letting someone know this is your final wishes. Simple things will put us in a better situation than what we in now. Like I
Yeah.
say, when life talk, life gonna talk to you.
I started doing that last year. I run it up on that insurance. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
salute to you, brother. Absolutely.
Definitely. Even if I just said, even because I'm in the healthcare field, and I even say if you just do it annually would give you those baseline labs every year to either know, hey, I'm on track, or two, something ain't right. So if you just do it annually, I promise you, even that it'll be a start. That will help out. So I think too, going to next Wednesday, maybe we should do our topic of a health and wellness along with that insurance piece. And then we do have a military buddy, and I'll get with him that does insurance and see if he can come on too, because he'll be able to better explain it and even offer some too if that matter. I just thought of him. So yep, I'm gonna actually reach out to him once we get off, because I think that is with the world going the way it is now, with so many people leaving here so fast, and it is crazy. So almost, and then it seems like every year they coming up with a different variant of COVID, or now we got monkeypox. Thank God I don't think people passing away from it. But next year it may be something else. So I think that's a we just want to educate our community and
Yeah.
drop gems that can help, gems that can help any of us.
It's that life checklist.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to start the checklist. We used to hear them old folks say, "You're gonna understand when you get older." We used to brush it off. Them late teen, early 20s, you running wild, running rapid. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. You hit them 30s. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm still good. Once you get over that, once you hit that 40 mark,
Okay.
what they say, Club 40.
Everything start going wrong. Oh,
Hey, hey, how they say? Them old cars, you just can't jump in them and go.
mm-hmm.
That body the same way.
Same way. Same way.
You
Yep.
got to you got to pat it, got to prime it. You got to get a little gas for it to go.
Yep.
Same way, same way. Like I say, we gonna talk. We gonna touch on them topics that
Mm-hmm.
like I say, we talk about them. We avoid them. But you don't want to do nothing to hit you smack in the face, and then it's too late. Then it's too
Mm-hmm.
late. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, even if you have something that you want to bring to the show and you let us know, just tell us. Wait, we're gonna talk about it.
Right. Most definitely.
Miss Thomas said, "You never know when it's your time. Just be prepared." Absolutely.
Yep. Most
Like,
definitely.
like I say, Crystal just hit on the point, man. I just go back to 2020 since COVID hit. Man, I probably know about 40 to 45 people that's no longer here, just in the 2 year time frame of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
What
Go.
what 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 does that tell us? Everything you just said, Miss Thomas. Always got to be ready. You got to be
Always
ready.
pray.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we touch them topics. That's our theme. We're gonna touch them topics that people talk about, but they don't like to talk about. But you have to have these conversations. Like I say, we started with the kids. I talk about the relationships, having these kids involved, child support, what it means and what it is, what it ain't,
Right.
life insurance. It's that checkbox of life. And if you go through life and you hit those marks and start checking them off, and it's never too late. People are like, oh, I'm this old and now I ain't worried about that. You should be worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you got breath and you breathing and God still give you another day to get better, improve yourself, improve your life, improve your well-being. Be a
Yeah.
blessing to someone be that blessing to someone that's unexpected.
Most definitely. And we thank y'all for tuning in, staying tuned in. We may put a topic up of what it's gonna be, but don't hold our feet to the fire with that topic, because as you can see, topics can turn real quick. We can go from blended families, co-parenting, and child support, life insurance. We gonna discuss it all. We gonna talk about it all. So just because it may have that one set title, we just know that as the questions are coming in, as the comments are coming in, we gonna roll, and however it flow is it's gonna flow. But most definitely we here to just enjoy ourselves, have a good time with y'all, and just keep bringing and informing y'all the way we can and the way we know how through our life experiences, life traumatic experiences, through all that. We gonna just connect with y'all, and continue to grow. So like, share,
Oh yeah.
share. You can
And,
like
and,
everybody with this podcast this
and
evening.
while we got a few more minutes on here, another thing, like I say, that light bulb just went off. Be active in your children's lives. That means go to them PTA meetings. You should know who teaching your kids. If you have a child that's in school, K through 12, you should be an active parent. A lot of time we sit back and let them stereotype our kids and do this and do that. Don't wait till the last minute. Show up at their school, be active. It's part of being an active parent. If you're the custodian or non-custodian parent, you have that right. Ask questions. You have more rights than you really know. You just got to educate yourselves.
That's it. That's it. That's all.
So
That's
yeah, We got a few more minutes. Y'all got any questions y'all want to ask? Like I say, there's no topic that we won't touch.
Mm-hmm. Even the tough, even the deep ones, even the ones that's gonna make you think a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Come on, we here to debate, we here to agree, we here to disagree. It's all in love. We just here to interact, have fun, enjoy, and touch on topics that people may be afraid to. So now, most definitely, like I said, we're gonna touch on credit. We're gonna touch on life insurance. Like I say, health and wellness. We're gonna bring that to you. We're gonna touch on all different kind of stuff that we can educate purchasing and buying land, purchasing homes, fixing them, flipping them. I want to see us all I want a generational wealth.
But before you create that generational wealth, you got to have wealth. You got to create wealth for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a part that a lot of people miss. Like I say, we're gonna open doors. We're gonna open it. We're gonna give it to you the way we've experienced. Like I said before, we're not experts.
Yeah.
But we have walked through this phase of life that's called that journey. And when you're on that journey, you listen, you learn, you accept, you move forward. And the biggest thing I think a lot of people do as we getting close to closing, a lot of people still have closed minds. You can learn from a drunk. You can learn from that person that's on that street that you may think don't know nothing. It's a life lesson that they could teach you.
Most definitely.
So Mr. Russell said it's hard when the children live with the other parent. I just think that's that adult conversation.
Yeah.
Ms. Thomas, thank you. Thank
And
you.
the other person got to be mature enough to receive it.
Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna open some eyes. Thank you. Yeah, it's got to be receptive on both parts. If you go in a situation like they say doing this,
they're gonna mirror that.
You already got that closed mind. Open your mind up.
And sometimes you're gonna have to look in that mirror.
Brother Brian said, "Yeah, you got to be open. Always, brother. Always. This right here ain't gonna solve nothing." Miss Larry said that part when your child is in trouble, you should not be on the sign they see at school. Absolutely.
Most definitely. Yes, this is being streamed on multiple sites. Thank you to everyone watching on Facebook to YouTube. Salute and share. Most definitely. Straight from our magazine.
Yes, sir. Double salute. Mr. Russell, he keep going. He got it. Okay. But if they not down to open up, then hey.
Pray for
them. I say pray for them. Keep knocking at that door.
Yep.
Because I guarantee you, this right here gets old after a while. Lip poked out. It's going to get old after a while. Communicate. Then it get to the point, guess what you have to do? Sometimes you have to document. Sometimes you have to bring them other folks in. And we try to stay away from bringing them other folks in. And we talk about them law officials, when you're doing all that you can do and you can show it all, document it. Because eventually that door is going to open in your favor.
Yeah, kill them with kindness. When they trying to give you that rah, still keep that mellow tone. You know what I'm saying? And be willing to listen. Why is it that you like that? And listen to what they got to say. Okay, what I thought you heard was say you like this because X, Y, Z. Well, how can we come to a common ground? Let's compromise. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's the wordplay.
Listen to understand. Listen to comprehend. Don't file off that reply. Like Chris say, listen to that person. James Bryant, he told Russell, prayer changes a lot of all things. Just keep praying. Be instant in the season, out of season. Absolutely. Couldn't have said it more better. Yep. Absolutely.
Oh, boom.
Absolutely. We know who in control. Whatever your beliefs are, you know who in control.
Yeah.
Somebody with some higher power is in control.
Yeah. Well, we're coming to the end of our hour. We thank y'all for tuning in. I had a good time with y'all tonight. I swear. Let's always.
Y'all already know. Already know. We come here, man. We come here to laugh. We come here to be we just have fun. Be real about them topics. Like I say, everything we talk about, it's already been talked about. We just be scared to say it.
Yep. Sometimes your lessons is somebody else's lessons. Most definitely. Yes. Come back, Mr. Russell. I got you.
Keep it going. This just episode 2. We just getting warmed up.
Yes. And
Appreciate y'all all.
Special guest too. Mr. JP, be prepared. You on my list.
Hey, you got some folks. I got a few folks done played in NFL. We gonna talk about y'all parents pushing them kids to the limits because y'all couldn't fulfill y'all sports dream. We got some folks lined up. Hey, appreciate y'all for coming out on this Wednesday night. Like we always say, you could have been any other place in this world, but you chose to be with us. Peace, love, and hair grease. We love y'all. See y'all next Wednesday, 7 o'clock.
Yep. And prayers out to everybody that's in the path of end.
Hey, appreciate that. Hey, absolutely. Hey, hey, my Florida people, love y'all. Be safe. Hey, it's never too late. If you need, reach out. Godspeed. God be with y'all.
Thank y'all. Until next Wednesday, when life talks. Peace.